Okay, then hello everyone. Hello guys. Hello. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Arun Vijay. Good evening, Surya Krishna. Good evening, Rexton, Rinky, Divya. Good evening, everyone. Hello. How are you all? How are you all? First of all, tell me that because today I think is the last day of this whole React that we were doing, right? So, good evening to all of you. Good evening, Vinayak. Good evening, Marsh. Good evening, Kirthis. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to all the 60, 70 people watching. And, yep. How are you all, guys? How are you all? Good evening, Prayanshu, Divya. Good evening. Good evening. Yep. Let's go. So, guys, today is the last session of this whole React series that we are doing. Okay. And on the first 3 days, we learned React. We learned a lot of React actually in 3 days, right? And then after that, yesterday, we started building a project. So, we started building something similar to JioCinema. Obviously, in 2 days, that's not possible, but we still did pretty good job in building the home page first. And now today I have also created a dummy API from which we'll be getting some movie data, right? And we'll be trying to mimic some behaviors. Not exactly all of it, because obviously JioCinema will have like tons and tons of data. We have some dummy data, so we'll try to mimic some behavior of that, at least the layouting part, the clicking part. And as I also mentioned yesterday, we'll be also doing some improvements in that, right? So first of all, I hope all of you are excited. सर कल का कोड नहीं मिल रहा, आज मिल जाएगा. सो आज मैं ये गिट पे अपलोड करके गिटहब पे लिंक शेयर कर दूंगा टू द टीम एंड दे विल शेयर इट मे बी इन द कमेंट, in the video description or in the pinned comment somewhere. They will put it and you can just get the whole code there. Okay, so guys, tell me, are you all excited? All the 80 people watching, are you all excited for the last session and for the completion? Are you all excited? Can you please tell me that quickly? So let me, if I just open this project, so right now we are on something like this. So let me just quickly go ahead and open. Okay, and if I just go here and if I just open it, we know we have to go on home. So right now, okay, I have not settled that by default the home page should come. We can do that very easily. So this is something we have created so far. सर बैकएंड भी करवा दीजिए. अरे 2 घंटे में बैकएंड पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाएगा. मैंने बहुत छोटा सा बैकएंड बनाया है 15-20 मिनट में. ओके, तो बहुत सिंपल सा बैकएंड है जिसमें कुछ 30-40 मूवीज का डेटा है और 2 एंड पॉइंट्स है जो हमको लगेंगे आज. तो मैंने बहुत छोटा बैकएंड बनाया है, वो पूरा बैकएंड मैं आपसे शेयर कर दूंगा, उसका कोई चिंता मत कीजिए. ठीक है, बट रियल बैकएंड बनाना प्रॉपर विद डेटाबेस एंड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, दैट विल टेक अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. सो मे बी इन फ्यूचर जब कभी हमारा नोट जैसा कोर्स होगा या स्प्रिंग बूट, होपफुली जब भी हो, I'll be teaching you how to create complete backend from scratch, the whole API system. But for now, let's go with the dummy API that we have got. So guys, this is what we created yesterday, right? This is what we created yesterday. सर कल के दिन और रख लीजिए. पूछना पड़ेगा, ये देखना पड़ेगा, ये पॉसिबल नहीं हो पाता ऐसे क्योंकि ये प्री प्लान होता है ना, दूसरे सेशंस भी होते हैं. So yep, don't worry, I'll be going in English only, just giving some answers. Full of excited because अंबानी जी से उनका अरे यार हे भगवान. ठीक है, okay guys, so hopefully all of you are excited and let's not talk about stealing anything here. Okay, and let's try to complete this. Okay, so first of all I would like to show you my backend. So let me just open one more VS Code window. Okay, and I'm not using a real database, I'm simply using a JSON file or something like that. Okay, yes, why not, up to you buddy, definitely. And see guys, and I'll share you everything, don't worry, I'll share you everything after the end of this session. So let me just quickly open the backend. I'll just show you before we dive into it. I'll just show you that I have a very simple backend. So this API folder I've created, and I'm not using a real database. So this is the movie data which I'm using. You can see I have around 30-40 movies. I don't know if it is 30-40. It is I think around 10-15, something like that maybe. Okay, it's only 10. Okay, so, and again, I didn't create it by myself. I asked Chat GPT to generate it. You can generate as many as you want, guys. Okay, because it's simple JSON. So you can go ahead and generate 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 movies at all, like up to you. And you can see the image links are not real. These are some dummy image links. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll use some real images in the place of that. And again, as we don't have a lot of time to go ahead and get like tons of images, we can use or we can repeat 5 6 images that we get. Okay, hopefully that will be fine, right guys? We can go ahead online and we can download around 10 15 images and we can just repeat that again and again, because that's just an idea. In reality you can change that image. So I have 10 movies right now. After some time I'll go, once we are done with this, after some time I'll go and generate maybe around 10 15 more movies, okay, so that we have some good data to work with. So I would like to explain you this data, okay, just before we dive into it. So you can see I have a movie name, I have a movie ID. Don't worry about the sequence. It's JSON. It's completely fine. Sequence doesn't matter. I have a genre based on which I'll be doing some filter. I have a language as well based on which I can again some perform some kind of filters. Okay. Then I have a featured section, a featured property based on which if it is featured, it will be displayed on top. Otherwise, it will go in the normal list. Then I also have some cast idea, right? A cast data for some basic 3 people, 4 people cast. Okay. I also have IMDb rating, which JioCinema doesn't have. So we'll be displaying this as well. We'll be also displaying runtime. So I've just got some dummy data for us. Okay. And this API is, I think, working. I didn't test it. I created just 20 minutes back after finishing my work. So, and also I have got some description, some dummy description, so that we can display it on the other page. So I would also like to show you how to go to the second page when you click on a movie and display your data in a good way there. Getting my point, everyone? Guys, so understood the data? So right now there is only 10 movies. In future we can go ahead and make it 20 30 40. We just have to come here. See, right now we don't have a real database, so I'm using this JSON file as my database. In reality you can have a database, or when we learn backend I'll teach you how to utilize a real database. Okay, everyone. So it's just a very plain, simple backend which you can do in 5 minutes. I literally did it in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, just wrote some basic code like this, so you can see it here. A very basic Express code here. Okay, to get and just 2 endpoints, one for movie based on ID and one for all the movies. That's all. So very, very, very basic. Okay, and I don't think so. We have to use JSON. I can just use send here. Okay, so I'll just make some changes here. Cool, and here also send. Cool, then all set, we are ready to go. Okay, so let me run this backend and at least show you how it is working. So let me just run this backend first. So I'll just open my terminal and okay, I think I don't have nodemon in here, right? Let me just make a script ready quickly. So I want a script called as start. I want a script called as start, and that should run nodemon index.js. So I'm just putting my backend up and running. That's all, no big deal. And now I can just do npm run start, which will start my backend. Here we go. You can see our backend is up and running. And let me just test it. Let me see if the API is working. So I'll just go on this link in the browser and I'll paste it here and slash movies. This should get me all the movies. You can see, right? Everyone, we are getting all the movies here. So my backend is up and running. And if I go movie/id, like movie/1, so I get the first movie. See that? I get the first movie. If I go movie/2, I get the second movie. So based on ID also, I can get the movie. And if I just go to movies, I get all the movies. You can see that. So just a backend created in 5 minutes. Works fine for now. Works fine for us at least, right? Cool, guys, everyone. So yeah, just wanted to show you this so that you are not in any kind of confusion, like how the movie is coming. So these are the 2 endpoints we'll be calling. One, this one, localhost :3000/movies, and one, the other one, which will be localhost :3000/movies/id. Okay, guys. Cool. Let's go then. And this is what we have. So now today, at this place, we're going to be displaying the featured movies. And after that, we'll just display some Hindi language movies, some English language movies, similar to something like that. We'll just keep on displaying. Okay. So let's say, see, now we know that they have a lot of sections because they have that much content, right? So you can see they have a lot of sections, but it's literally a repetition. So I think if I show you how I create 2 of them, you'll be able to create 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, guys? Please answer me that quickly. Even if I create just 2 of that, like let's say instead of world of anime, I display Hindi, Bollywood, Hollywood. So it will be enough for you to understand that you can go ahead and create many more, right? Is that clear, guys? After this class, I came to know how. That is a very simple backend, and don't worry, it's very easy. According to me, backend is a little easier than front end. Like in 90% of the cases. Sometimes it becomes tough when you have a lot of relationships in your tables or your collections. Then only it becomes tough. Otherwise, in most of the cases, backend is a little easier than the front end. And I'm only, this is my personal opinion, okay, and I work on both every day. So my personal experience, backend is a little easier for me. Okay, cool. Then let's go. So let's close this, we don't need that anymore, and let's start working on this. So first of all, let's call the API and get the data. Okay, so now what I want is, okay, let's close this window and let's go to our front end window. Now guys, what do I want? So I want to go here. Okay, what do I want here? Okay, first of all, this is featured show and this is featured. Okay, first of all, yesterday we didn't create one component. So first of all, let's complete the component. Okay, now we have this featured area, but we forgot to create, we need to create something like this as well, right? One best of kids, something like this, then dot sport, something like this. So let's create one of this area as well, because then we can copy and paste it. Ready, guys? Everyone, please confirm. Are we ready? Are we ready? So this is a featured section. Okay, and now let's go ahead and create, what can we call it, guys? Let's call it shows. What say, guys? Let's call it shows, right? Or maybe normal shows, something like that. See, this whole body, this whole box is my featured, and this one single one is a featured show. So what should we call this? What should we call this one? Let's call it shows. And then one single element, we can call it show. What say, guys? Shows and show. All set? Can we do that? Guys, can we do that? Please tell me, can we do that? Are you ready for that? So let me just close other tabs. Let's not make it confusing. Let's just close everything from here. So close all. Let's start fresh. So first of all, I'm going to create a shows, the parent, right? And don't worry, guys. In some time, it's gonna become interesting, because we're gonna make filters work. We're gonna make search work. We're gonna be using a lot of things today. So new file, not new file. First of all, new folder. So new folder. Let's call it shows, right? And let's create two components here. Sorry, one component, which is going to be shows.jsx, and one CSS for this as well, which will be new file shows.module.css. Okay, RAFC, which will create my component very quickly. Import the CSS. I think now we are very, very comfortable with this, because we are doing it from 2 days now, and we are simply repeating these things again and again and again. So dot slash, sorry, import styles from, I forgot the from, dot slash shows dot module dot css. Okay, and here we go. We'll remove this one. We'll have a blank container, and then we can have a section with a class name of shows. So styles dot shows. Let's apply some CSS to it quickly. So dot shows will have again a width of, sorry, not this, width of 100%, and height of, for now, let's say 400 pixels, and background color, let's say right now. If it is not working, you should install this. For everyone, for anyone, if RAFC is not working, I think you should install this extension. This one, ES7 JavaScript Node Mongoose, all this. See this one, or you can install this one, ES7 React Redux React Native Snippets by Najdair, DSJ Najdair. I don't know how to pronounce that, but ES7 React Redux React Native Scripts. Please just go ahead with this one. This will help you. Okay, if the RAFC shortcut is not working. Background color for now, let's just put it as red, and let's see if it is working. And also we have to include it. So let's go on home page, and after featured, let's include this component called shows. And let's see in our browser, guys. And here we go. You can see the red one, right? Everyone, all set, all good. It is working. And just like all the other components we have, let's say in the header we have given some padding, right? So let's give the same padding to this as well. So where is the padding? Where is the padding? Yeah, same padding. Actually, on top and bottom, I need some padding here, so I'll just give that as well. So padding on top, bottom, I'll give it 10 pixels, something like that. Okay, and 2% from left and right. So now it has some padding. We can't see it, but it has some padding. Okay, so now let's go to that. And in shows, we'll write some code, which will be first, we'll be having a H1, and let's just call it like, what can we have it here? Hindi movies. So Hindi movies. You can have any category. It's completely up to you. Okay. So Hindi movies, and after that, let's see if it is coming up. You can see here, Hindi movies is here. And after that, again, a parent div first. Let's give it a class of styles dot shows parent. Okay, a simple div, a big div. Shows parent. Let's go. Dot shows parent. You can give any name. I just thought that this name might be good. Width of 100%. Height of similar to the parent, 400 pixel. And background color, let's say for now, let's give it blue. I know it is not good, but anyway, we're going to be removing it. So you can see, right? This blue color is inside. And now inside this, we're going to be putting single cards for movies. So let's create one card, then we can simply copy and paste the component, right? Everyone understanding? This is what we did yesterday as well. It is similar to this, but it's just going to be smaller. This is just going to be smaller. That's the main difference. This is just going to be smaller. I hope you're understanding, right? So let's create a single show now. And first we'll create one card. Then we will convert it into a component, just like we did yesterday. So div, now then let's give it a class of show. So this is going to be a single show. So styles dot show, right everyone? And then dot show will have, not shows, sorry, show will have width of 20% and height of 400 pixel. And if you're giving this some height, then you don't need to give height to its parent because it will automatically take that much height. And you also don't need to give height to the main parent. It will automatically take the height because of its child. And let's give it a background color of yellow for now. I know it will not look good, but for now it's fine. You can see one single movie, and it is also smaller than the featured one. So it makes sense, right? Featured is a little bigger. This is a little smaller. So it makes sense. Or you can also have 15, something like that. If it's completely up to you. Okay, let's save it. Let's give it 15%. So this, yeah, single movie, this will be fine. Or we can give it 17%. Okay, something like this. And now let's have a poster from somewhere. So what can we have? Which movie? Hindi movies, right? So let's get a poster for 3 Idiots, maybe. 3 Idiots poster. We need to download few posters today. Don't worry. I will download. But once we finish the main job, then we can download a number of posters and utilize it. So copy image address for now. And inside this, I want an image. And src will be this URL for now. And here I can just have poster. Let's see. Quite big. So we need to adjust it as well. So let's go and dot show. Inside that, whatever image is there, just give it a height of 100%. Let's see. Yep. Now, if I give it a height of 100%, you can see it becomes a little smaller than the parent. See that? Now, see guys, why this is happening? Because we are downloading it from internet. So we don't have the exact same size for all the images. We are really downloading from internet and it can come in any size. In reality, when you work with a real client, there you get all these images from them with all the proportionate sizes and ratios. But we have to adjust with this. It's okay. And that's completely fine. Not a big deal. We can get any good image afterwards. Okay. And actually in this case, what I want is I want the width to be 100% because I mostly want width to fit. And then height will go a little outside. You can see, can you see that? I don't know if you can see because my camera is coming there, I think. Sorry. Yes. So you can see, right? Okay, now it is not. Okay, how can I show you that? Can I move this? Okay. Anam, can we move the face cam on top? Is it possible? Is it possible? Can we move it on top? Hello? Anam, are you there in the background? Okay. No issues. Let me do one thing. To show you this, let me do one thing. I have got something for you. What we can do is, I'm going to copy this multiple times just to show you. Okay, and let me just do display flex to the parent. Display flex. Okay, now you can, okay, to the parent, right? Sorry, my bad. Who's the parent? Shows parent. Now see that, everyone? It's going outside. Can you see that? Can you see that, everyone? Now it's going outside. So that's what I wanted to show you. But if it goes outside and you don't want that, just do in the show, which is the parent, overflow hidden. So whatever is overflowing, please hide it. So now it will adjust accordingly. See that? Now it's adjust perfectly fine. Cool, guys. Everyone, all set, all good, all cool. Hopefully. Cool. Okay. So now we have one component which can display this properly. Oh, that's great, Dhaval. That's great. Okay. So now, guys, we know that one is done. So now we can remove it from here and we can actually go ahead and have a separate component for this, right? Should we? Because we also did that for featured, right? So, guys, let's go and let's have a separate component for this called as show. So let's create a separate component called as show. So new folder, show, and new file, show.jsx. And for CSS, new file, show.module.css. Okay. RAFCE. Let's import the CSS. So import styles from /show.module.css. And from here, what we want to return is that single show element. So we'll go to shows, we'll copy this whole div, and we create a separate component for it. That's all, no big deal. Okay. Sir, can you please tell me what is the difference between JS and JSX file? See, technically, both can work same, but main idea is in JS files, you typically write only JavaScript. In JSX files, you can mix JavaScript with HTML, which is practically not a real HTML, but you can write HTML which looks like HTML. Okay, and also JavaScript. So you can mix JavaScript and HTML together. Okay. And now let's quickly move ahead and put the CSS as well. So yeah, these two classes are for show. So we'll remove it from here and we'll put it in the shows module. Okay, show module.css. So now it also has its separate div and separate CSS. And now let's see if you can answer, guys. Why there is no output? Why there is no movie? Let's see if you can answer it, guys. Why there is no movie? I created a separate component and I separate CSS, moved everything properly. Then why there is no movie displayed here? Let's see if you can answer. Let's see if you can answer. No, we have to name it show.module so that React understands it as a module and treats it as a separate module, Rexton. Otherwise, it will be treated as a normal CSS file, which will cause conflict issues. Getting the point, Rexton? That is why we have to name it .module so that React treats it as a separate module. Yes, perfectly fine. We didn't use the component. Yes, that's good. You guys are focusing then. I like that. So show, and for single show, here we go. You can see a single show here. Perfect. So my shows component, which is this red one, it is included on homepage. I also have a separate small show component. The problem was I didn't include the show component, which is the small component, in my shows component. Don't get confused. Shows and show. Shows is this red one, and show is this small box which contains the movie. Okay, and you can have multiple shows now. So let's have 5 of them. Let's see how many of them we can adjust at once, so we can display it accordingly. So 5 looks fine. Let's see if we can adjust 6. 6 also looks fine, but goes a little big. So let's go and let's write some CSS in the parent. Where is it? Yes, let's close this one. Also, no, I need to decrease the width to 15%. Let's see. Yeah, but now the height goes a little smaller. You can see that. So maybe we can go for 16%. Yeah, this looks fine. And now I need a little gap between all of them. So to the parent, I'll go shows parent and I'll say justify content space between, not around, only in between. You can see now there are between spaces. And my plan is at one time I'll only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies. That's all. In JioCinema, you have that animation, but to create that, we need at least 1 extra hour to create that slider. So I'm keeping it up to you. In future, you can go ahead and explore that, how to create the sliders. It's very easy. 1 more hour and we can do that. But today our focus is on different things, right? But that's fine. That's basic design. So that's my aim, to include 6 movies here and to include 4 movies on top here as well. In future, we'll only include 4 movies at once. So in future, we can increase the size. Also, now you can go ahead and comment out the blue. No blue is needed, and comment out the red as well. So now it should look good. Sorry. And where's the black? Okay, I forgot. We need to make it black. So what we did here, we can take this same background color. I think we should remove background color from everywhere else and just put it directly in the root. But now let's, for the learning purpose, we were giving it everywhere. But technically, you should actually just give it once, because everyone is having same color, right? And see, guys, now it looks good, right? The only problem is it is all similar movie, but now it looks good. Is that cleared, everyone? And now the best part is, what is the best part, guys? We can go on home page. Where's the home page? Yeah. And we can just copy this and paste it again. See? Copy that and paste it again. See? And now, yes, dynamically we'll be changing the titles and everything. We'll be doing that today. But are you getting my point, what I was trying to say? I know it doesn't look good with all the similar posters, so we need at least 10, 15 posters. But I think that's fine for now. Cleared, guys? Everyone cleared with this? Please confirm that. So I'm planning to include 3 shows. So I'll just take 3 here. And don't worry, we'll be changing it with props. Where in the root? In index file, index.css. We have this root, right? So here we can give that background color and we can remove it from everywhere else. So this will be applied to each and every element. But that is something we don't want. That's why I removed it, because in future we might want to change the colors as well. So obviously you can override it at any point of time. But yeah. Okay, guys. You can see it's just repetition here as well. Just repetition. You can see it's just repetition. And at the end, then you have this language. And again, same repetition, and then footer. So after that, it's just all repeated, right? And you can see this language also, it's not very tough. It is similar to what we created here. This one, right? This same thing we can repeat again. Just image will change. We can technically use the exact same component with different images. Why not, right? Sir, which CSS is better in React according to you? Tough question. See, if you are very comfortable with Tailwind, I will suggest you to go with Tailwind. But if you want more customization, then obviously with CSS or SCSS. How to download backend data? I'll give you that data. Don't worry, I'll give you that data. And I'm going to be asking ChatGPT to generate more data for me, because it has only generated 10. So I need more 10 or 20, something like that. So, yep. Okay, so let me increase that. Let me quickly increase my data. So let me go to the backend. I'll show you how do I normally use my prompts. Very easy. I'm not very good at prompts. So I'll just go to this JSON file. Where is it? And I'll say that I have this 10 data. Give me 10 more. Similar to this, give me 10 more. So let's go to chat GPT. Okay, so I have this data. I'll paste here. Please give me 10 more similarly. I hope it increases the IDs and doesn't repeat. Nice, ID 11. Perfect. See that? Good, right? So we can have 10 more and then 10 more. So we'll have 30 movies, which is enough for us to work with. 6, 6, 6, and on top we can have 3. So that is completely enough to work with, right? So can you tell us why my font family shows error in index.css? No, it should not give an error. Can you show me? Can you write that code, that, what do you say, snippet in the chat? Okay. Let's see. ID 18, 90. Attendance link is in the video. What do you say? In the description. So you can get it from there, buddy. And here we guys, we have 10 more. Amazing. And we can just take this whole thing. Let me just take it. And I can ask for 10 more. Behind the scene, it will work. Here we go. Copy it. And just add it in your movies.json. Yeah, I'll just take more 10. Don't worry. I'll have more 10. So 10 here. Oh, come on. I copied. What happened? My bad. Yeah. Nice. And we can have just like that. 10 more, please. Make sure it's unique. Otherwise, ChatGPT sometimes repeat. Okay. I don't know if we are going to get posters for this at any point of time, but that's fine for now. No, this should not give an issue. That's, I think, normal. Okay, there's no. Why I didn't do is because when I copy it from here, I'll also get this, right? This array. I don't need that notation. I only need the objects. That's why. I know we can copy, then write it, then cut it. But that's fine, right? Okay, so let's go. It's going to be generating 10 more. We are at 28, 29, 30. Yeah, done. So we have enough movies now. And it's giving me from all the countries over the world. So we can have Hollywood, and we can also have separate countries like that. France movies, French movies, something like that. So guys, see, right now our aim is to create those sections. It doesn't matter what kind of movies they are. In reality, then you can change it, right? If the structure is once done, then you can change it to anything, right? I hope you understand my point. No matter we are displaying movies from France, movies from Brazil, it doesn't matter for now. So here we go. Now we have 30 movies, which is quite good. And we can have at least 10, 20 different posters, right? So first, let's complete it. Then we can have more posters. Okay. Cool, guys. Everyone, let's go. Yeah, our side is here. Now, what do we want here? So now if you see my data, so instead of fetching the response, let me just explain you here what we want to do. So you can see in my movies, guys, I have also a property called as featured, which is true, right? So once I get my data, please focus on what I'm saying. Once I get my data, I will filter out all the movies which are featured, which are having featured as true. And then out of that, we'll pass 4 to 5 movies to the featured component. Okay, your job is to display this. Then we'll apply a filter for Hindi, right? And we can pass it to the one of the shows component. Then we can apply a filter for English. Just like that, we can apply filters, create separate data, and pass it to different components. And it's their job to display it. Getting the idea, guys? Are you getting the idea or not? Tell me that at least. Are you getting the idea what I'm trying to say? So we will have a main array of all the movies, and from that array, we'll filter out separate data. Getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point or not? Tell me that. So first of all, let's get all the movies. Let's call our API and let's get all the movies. So to call the API, and now, when do I want to call the API? Okay. When do I want to call the API? As soon as my home page loads, I want to call the API. As soon as my home component loads, I want to call the API. So guys, on the third day, we learned a hook. I told you, right? It is used to write some code based on when the component loads or when the component goes away or when the component re-renders. So what was that hook, guys? Where we can write code to fetch data, because we want to fetch data when the component loads, and only one time. So we learned use effect, right? Remember that? So now we can utilize that. So I said home component. That means as soon as the home component loads, so here I'll go with use effect. And also I don't want to do it twice. I don't want to do things twice. So in main.jsx, I'll switch off the strict mode for now. And see guys, there are much better ways to do it. But again, as we are beginners, we are learning React for the first time. So it's completely fine. Initially, this is a good project. But after some time, I would also suggest you to make some good enhancements to this, better API calls, better structure, but that's fine. As a beginner, it's amazing. Cool, then let's go to home component. And I'm mentioning that as soon as the component loads, and only once. So if I want only once, that means I need to pass a blank array, right? Blank array means this use effect will be called only once. And here I want to call my API. So let's call the API, guys. So to call the API, what was the URL? I told you, right? What was the URL? Localhost 3000/movies. This URL will give you all the movies. You can see this URL gives you all the movies. Okay. So we need this URL. So let's copy this URL. So in JavaScript, you have a fetch function. Inside fetch, if you pass this URL, this will fetch it for you. This will fetch all the data for you. Now here, this is a asynchronous function and this returns a promise. So that's why you have to apply a await in front of it. Again, here I'm expecting that you know JavaScript. If you don't know about fetch, if you don't know about async await, please learn some asynchronous JavaScript before this. On Let's Upgrade channel only, I have my videos, other trainers' videos of JavaScript, asynchronous JavaScript. You guys can go and watch them and understand it. Okay, I'm expecting you know this. And here we have to make it async. So await let movie response. So this will fetch this will call the API and fetch whatever the API returns. Now whatever the API returns, it will contain status code, your data, your what do you say, success, all of that stuff is there in this movie response. I'm only interested in data. So my job is to extract that data from this movie response as well. So for that, let movies equals, okay, and then we can just have await movie response dot JSON. This function .json function will extract all the data from movie. Let me show you actually. Let me just show you. Why not? See, I'm expecting this, you know this, because if you're learning React, you should know this first. And again, it looks very simple, right? If you read, it looks very simple. You just, if you have not learned JavaScript, you just don't know the meaning of await. So I'm urging, please go ahead and learn asynchronous JavaScript. So this will call the API, and whatever comes from the API, this will store it. And I'm printing it for you just so that you can see. So let me show you what it prints. Let me show you what it prints. See, this prints this response. Now, can you see? Do I have my data here? Do I have my data here? No. I have status text, I have okay, true, everything is fine. In body also I have a stream. I don't have my data directly. So in response, we have this. This is what we are getting in response. But we don't have our data. That's the issue. So to get the data, we have to call the function movie response.json. And that's why I'm storing it in a separate variable called as movies. So movies, movie response.json. And now if I print movies, you will see you are actually getting all the 30 movies. See that, everyone? You got all the movies, and now we have it. That's all. We have the array. With single API call, we got all the array. Is that clear? So only in 2 lines of code we were able to call the API. But guys, this is fine as a beginner. But in reality, API calls are much more cleanly written. You have error handling. You have a lot of things, but that will come with experience. You start writing React code under 1-2 months, then you will start writing better API calls. This is only a very, very basic API call, which is fine for this project. But again, in production level code, when you go ahead and start working for a company, there we write our API calls in a much more better way, in a cleaner way, with proper error handling, logging. Why I'm telling you this? So that you know if something happens, how to handle the error. Yeah, let's at least add a basic try catch. A very important requirement is, if this functionality fails, if the API call doesn't happen or parsing fails, so there should be something which will tell me that, okay, you got an error. For that reason, we can put a try catch block, an exception handling. So if an exception occurs, if my movie fetching, if the movie fetching fails for some issue, or if the parsing fails for some reason, for some very weird reason, which should not fail, then you can have a try catch block at least. So catch error, whatever error is there, and just log that error to see. You can also display very good message, but a very basic error handling I'm adding, just printing the error message. So if this happens, all good. If it doesn't happen, then there's a catch which will log the error in the console for me, and it will prevent the application from crashing. This will prevent the application from crashing, because when an exception occurs, the application crashes. So this try catch, if an exception occurs, the catch will catch that exception and print it for you, and it will prevent the application from crashing as a whole. Okay. And again, my expectation was, this is JavaScript. So again, if you are getting confused here, please learn JavaScript first. Okay, cool. But again, you just have to focus on these 3 lines. We got the movies, and now our job is to create a state variable. So let movies, okay, set movies equals use state. And initially, it's simply a blank array. So initially, my movies is a blank array. And once I get my movies, okay, let's just call it as movies data, just a different name so that we don't get confused. So now our job is, see, in this movies data, we have that whole array. I'm going to be pushing this array or copying this array into this. And again, guys, remember, don't forget, this is a state variable. So to change it, we have to use set movies, and we'll just pass this movies data, not movie response, movies data. So now whatever array we got, we stored that in this state variable. Are we cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared? Can you please confirm that real quick? Are we cleared? Yes or no? Are we cleared, everyone? Can you please confirm that? Come on, tell me. Are we cleared? Easy enough? Now, this is one job, but we are actually never displaying all the movies anywhere. We want to display some featured movies here. We want to display Hindi movies here. We want to display English movies here. That's what we want. First of all, let's change the titles, guys. Let's change the titles quickly. Hindi movies, English movies, and we can have, what can we say? I don't know, action movies, something like that. Let's do that. What say, guys? Let's put action movies on top, then Hindi movies, and then English movies. What say? Action, Hindi, English. Let's go. So we have 3 shows, right? Let's pass a prop. Let's pass a prop of title. Title. First one will have action. Okay, action movies. Then one more title. Hindi language. Semicolon is also, that is something you don't need, and it's not a React feature, it's a JavaScript feature, but I would suggest you to use it. But in JavaScript, semicolon is not mandatory. Gojo, Saturo, semicolon in JavaScript is not mandatory. That's why it's working. So this is not React. This is JavaScript only. Even if you put it, it's fine. Even if you don't put it, it's fine. As a better practice, you should put it. Okay. So let me put it as well. If I'm saying it is a better practice, why I'm not putting it? Let me just do it. But it's fine. Okay. Cool. So let's go. So Hindi language, and here we go with English language movies. So title. Oh, sorry. I'm passing a prop to all of these. English language movies. And now these are all props. That means we can receive them inside the component, right? So let's go to the component. And here we're going to be receiving the props. So props. And instead of title directly printing this, we'll print props dot title. Now you can see action movies, Hindi language movies, and English language movies. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone? Are we cleared? So what did we just do? We simply said from home page that, okay, these are all your titles. Shows. So I have a shows component, which I'm repeating. So I'm giving different title to it, and we are receiving it. That's all. No big deal. Now then, let's apply some filters initially here to get some data separately, because we need a separate array for English movies, separate array for Hindi movies, and a separate array for action movies. So if you look at our data, and for data, guys, I'm going to go here. For data, to show you data properly, I'm going to go here. So you can see, to get the featured movies out, we need to check if featured of a movie is true or not. First point. To get the featured movies from this array, we'll see if the featured flag is true or not. To get the action movies, we'll see in genre, do we have action or not? Do I have action or not? Okay. Come on. Action is there. Fine. And to filter based on language, we need to check the language. Getting the point? So all the data is different, and this array is coming in front end. We just have to apply some filters to extract English movie separately, Hindi movie separately, and action movie separately, and featured movie separately. Getting the point, everyone? So this whole array we are receiving, and we need to work with this. Got the point? Should we work on the filters then? So let's go, and let's create few more arrays. So first up we'll have featured movies. So featured movies, and set featured movies, okay, equals uState. All of this will be blank array. So this array is for featured movies. Then we'll have one more array, action movies, set action movies equals uState, and again a blank array. And don't worry, guys, in future when we have a big React session like 7 to 8 days, I'll show you complete way of how to write your queries, API calls, state handling in a much more better, cleaner production level way. Okay. It's fine for now. You can use const or let. It's completely fine for now in this case. What if it's not a blank array? Then it might give an issue initially. Initially, it might give an issue, because to an array you can apply map. So if you don't pass array, a blank array, and if you apply map, and if the data is still a little slow and it has not loaded yet, then your map function will give an error, Samir. That map is not a function, right? That's why an array, even if data is there or not, you be an array. So that map function doesn't give an error. Otherwise, my variable has to wait for the data. Once the data comes, then only it will become an array. I want it to be an array from start. And also finally, let Hindi movies, and you can change it, guys. You can change it based on what you want to display on your home page. You can always change it. So let Hindi movies, set Hindi movies. And don't worry, when I write these filters, then you will enjoy more. When I write the filters, uState. And we can make it much more dynamic. But again, guys, we only had 2 days. Typically not even 2 days, 4 hours. So that's why we are utilizing it in the best way possible. English movies, set English movies equals U state. Okay, then are we ready for the filters, guys? Are we ready for the filters? Shall we? So see, this one is like our database. It stores all the movies. So at any point of time, this is there with all the movies. So we don't have to call the API again and again. This is there for all the movies. This will only store featured movies. This will only store action movies. This will only store Hindi movies, and this will only store English movies. So let's go and let's write the filter now. So here, first, filter for featured movies. Okay, cool, guys. Filter for featured movies, and let's fetch all the featured movies. And technically, guys, we only want to feature 4 or 5 movies. So in reality, we should only do that much. But right now, I might be having 10, 20, 30, I don't know, maybe a lot of featured movies. In reality, I only want to display 4. So we can have top 4 or something like that. We can slice that array. Getting my point? Because in my whole data, there might be 10, 20 featured movies, and I don't want to display them. So you can have to slice the array. But again, first of all, let's filter. Okay, now featured, you can see in our JSON, featured is directly the flag. So inside a movie object, featured is directly a flag. So we can use that. So this movies data, once it is called, it has all the movies. So after setting it to movies, let's apply some filter to it. So movies data dot filter. See, the functions are not coming because they think that it's not an array, and that's fine because it's not TypeScript, because it has type of any, so it doesn't know if it is an array or not, but that's fine for now. So movies dot filter, then a single movie will be available here at one time, and my job is to just return if movie dot featured is equal to true. That's all. That's all, guys. That's all. So this will give me all the featured movies. Is that clear, everyone? This will give me all the featured movies, and we have to store it in where? In featured movies. So now I can also directly write set featured movies here, but again, that will make it look very bad. So let, what we can call it as, feat movies. So I hope you understood what I'm trying to say, right? I can directly put this whole thing inside set featured movies, but that will look very bad. So let's just do it like this. Set featured movies. Feat movies. Is that cleared, everyone? Are we cleared with this? And also, just to confirm, let's just console log the featured movies just to show you if it is getting filtered or not. So I'm saying from movies data, please filter. Give me all the movies where the movie.featured is true. Let's see if it is working. Let's open the console and you can see. Okay, 17 movies are featured, guys, out of 30. See, so many movies are featured. That's what I told you. See, featured, true. Featured, true. Featured, true. Is that cleared, everyone? And now, just like that, the next one was what? Action movie, right? So we have to see now if the genre array. Now see, featured was directly a true or false. So checking featured was easy because it was directly true or false. But now for action, we have to go in the genre array and see if there is an action string there or not. So we have to use some JavaScript array operation, not Java. My bad. So copy this, or we can just, okay, let's copy this first. And this will be act movies. And now movies data filter, return the movie if movie dot genre, which is an array, dot includes action. So if the genre array includes action, so that's how you filter an array, guys. If movie dot genre, if it includes action, return that movie. Saurabh, what was your question, buddy? I didn't see your question. What is your question? I'm replying you. How we get our certificate? It will automatically appear. You just have to mark the attendance, buddy. It will automatically appear. Let's see if we are getting it. And also, now we have to set it to where, guys? Action movies. So set action movies, act movies. Let's see. Let's see now if we are getting the action movies as well. So you can see now we have two arrays. Yeah, three. Okay, only three action movies. My bad. Only three action movies: The Dark Knight, Gladiator, and Old Boy. So we might have to some other maybe drama or thriller, because only three. We don't know only three. So either I have to go here and add data, or I have to change the filter. Let's try with sci-fi ones. Let's see if we have more of sci-fi. Let's see if we have more of sci-fi, guys, just to check once. Only three? Not good. Let's have some drama. Okay, 26. Amazing. Wow. I think every movie is a drama movie in this, maybe. So we have a lot of drama movies, so that's okay. Okay, cool. So let's go with drama then. Let's go with drama because we have too many drama movies, right? So let's go with drama. Let me also try thriller if we get 5 or 6. Let's see. If I get 6, okay, 4. No, no. Let's go with drama. I need more. Anyway, we're going to be only displaying 6. So drama. So I have to change the name to drama. I'm going to be removing action from here, and I'm going to be putting as drama. Drama. Okay. And here also, I'll name it as dra, and also set drama movies. Cool. And now finally the filter for the English or Hindi. Okay, and that should be, I think, quite simple. Not a big deal, right? Language is directly there. You can see in the array. Language is directly a property. See that? Language is directly a property. Where is it? Language is directly a property. So let's have it. What do you say about one? We can have a highly rated movies, top movies, something like that. Actually, let's do that. Instead of English movies, let's have a high rated movie, something like that. Okay. So top movies. Set top movies. Okay. So first of all, let's filter English, sorry, Hindi. So now we just have to check is if movie.language is equal to Hindi. That's all. So if movie.language is equal to Hindi. See, includes very basic. In an array, if what you're passing is there in that array, it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. Just to show you, let me show you. Let me show you. See this. If I have an array data equals 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, something like this, and if I do data dot includes, come on, data dot includes 7. See, it returns true. If I say 9, it's not there, so it returns false. So something like that. Okay, data dot includes whatever if it includes or not. Cool. So I said movie dot genre is the array. If that array includes drama, then please have it. In real time, as front end developer, can we add data in the backend? Yes, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? So guys, this will give us all the Hindi movies, and let's put it in the Hindi movies. So I think I don't have to print anymore, right? I hope you understand. It will definitely work. According to all the 3 things we have done, this should definitely work. Okay, I'm not getting overconfident. I'm just sure that it will work. Okay, and here we go. I'm just writing featured movies everywhere. So this is for drama. This is for Hindi. And for high rated movies, what we will do is let top rated movies equals to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be applying a filter You can see we have IMDb rating, right? IMDb. So you can have whatever movie is above 6, we can have that as highly rated movie. Do we have anything below 6? Or do we have all the high rated movies? Okay, let's go with 8 plus. I think everything is 8 plus. Come on, everything is 8 plus here. Let's go with anything above 9 because we anything above 8.5. Let's go with anything above 8.5. Okay. So movies data dot filter movie return. Sorry, you can skip that return, but that's fine. Return movie. If the movie dot IMDb, I hope the proper name is IMDb. Yes, IMDb is greater than or equal to 8.5. That's my top rated movie. And then set high, not high, top. Set top movies. This one, top rated movies. Are we cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared with this? Can you please confirm that? So now we have all the filters working. What say? You got it what we did? So as soon as our page loads, all the movies will come up and we'll apply some filters to extract different data. And then now what we are going to be doing is we're going to be passing these data to proper components. But our aim is in featured, we only want to pass 4. In different shows, we want to pass 3 or maybe 2. Sorry, 6. Our aim is 6, right? As I mentioned, in featured, if I go to our output, in featured, I only want to pass 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in all the other sections, I want to pass 6. So what if I have more? Let me show you what I'm trying to do. Let's do this. Let me pass it in here first. So here I'm going to be passing as movies. I'm passing a prop, which will take my array. What's my array, guys? What's the array? What's the array? Featured movies. Oh, sorry, action movies. Okay, featured is on top. Sorry. Featured is here. Movies equals, I'm passing a prop and I'm sending the featured movies here. Okay, everyone. I'm sending the featured movies here. And now let's receive it on the featured component. Here we're going to be receiving it. So props. Now, guys, I hope we are comfortable with looping, right? We have learned it on day 2, we have learned it on day 3, and we can now use it. So we know that in this props, there is a movies array. Okay. Yes, I'll share it. Diego, I'll share it, buddy. Don't worry. So guys, in this props, we know there is a movies array, which we can utilize and loop through this. Yes or no, guys? Can you please confirm that? And also, we have to pass single movie to this. And we'll go in this component and change this. What do you say? The SRC and the name and everything. We can change that. Here we only need the URL, actually. No name, only the URL. So we can just pass the URL. We can also pass the name if needed. But for now, let's just pass the URL. But again, the worst thing is we don't have real URLs. So we have to work with name. So let me quickly manipulate that component to work with name. Understood the concept, guys? So from home component, we are passing a movies array that goes in the featured component. Then the featured component takes it and passes single movie to the featured show component. Single movie. And they will just display it. Got the idea, guys? Is it cleared? Yes or no? But first of all, as I mentioned, I also want to display the movie name here on top. On top here. Somewhere here I want to display. So should I do that? Because see, in JioCinema it is not there. But it's fine because they have different posters. They have pretty good posters. We don't have that posters. So at least we can display the proper name. Otherwise, how will we understand if it is working or not? Right? So let's just go on top or the bottom and display some name. Let's go. Okay, cool then. Let's go. Let me at least display the name. So I'll go to featured show. And on top here, I'll go. And actually, we can go on the bottom. I want to display it on the bottom after the image. Here, I'm going to create a div tag. in which I'm going to give a class to this class of, let's say, what can we call it? Movie name. So movie, oh, sorry, not like this. Styles dot movie name or movie title. That's better. Movie title, right? Let's apply some styling to it. So what is the CSS for this? Here we go. Dot movie title will have a width of 100%. We'll have a height of 50 pixel, and we'll have a background color of red for now, just so that we can see it. Let's see if we can see it. It's there. It is below the image, guys. You can't see it, but it is below the image. We can't see it because we have given overflow hidden, but it's there. It is still not coming out. Let me see. Is the CSS correct? Featured show module. Okay, it is featured show, and we are in featured show, right? Ah, it is there. See that? Saw that, guys? Did you see that? When I okay, let me just comment the image for a second. See that? Got it? It's there. Okay. It is just that's what I'm telling you. It is behind the image because it's flexed. Got it, everyone? So that's why it is behind the image. That's all. No big deal. Now we just have to move it to front. So for that, we can use positioning. That's all. We can use positioning and move it to front. So let's do that. So first things first, we'll apply some CSS. So we'll go here and to featured show the main parent div. Keep this overflow hidden, it's fine. We'll give position of relative. And then to the image, we'll give position of absolute so that the red one comes on top. Now, don't worry, it is still not on top. And to the red one also, we'll give position of absolute. And now it should, yup, see, it is on top now. Is that cleared, everyone? It is on top now. So this is the thing. So to this box, I gave position relative, and to the image and to the div, I gave position absolute, and after absolute, the title comes on top. Now I want it to be in here or in the last and the bottom. So for that, I'll say align self. Is it flexed or not? Let me see. It is flexed, right? Yeah. So align self, flex end. Yep, see, it is at the bottom now. Are we cleared, guys? Again, this is pure CSS, guys. No React, no JavaScript. This is pure CSS. Yeah, you can't use Z index until you give positions. That's why, Mangesh, I had to give positions first. Z index is the property which only works if you have proper positioning in place. Is that cleared, buddy? You cleared? Understood what I'm trying to say? Yeah, you can also do bottom zero. Yes, Madhur, it's fine. Bottom zero will work. This will work. Completely up to you. Anything will work. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, cool. Perfectly fine. Then let's go and let's put the title here. So for now, let me just put Dune. What is the movie? There's Dune. Dune Part 2. So let's do Dune Part 2. So you can see Dune Part 2 is here. And now I'm going to give some padding to it. So padding of 10 pixel all around. You can see now it's in center. And I'm going to give font weight as bold. So font weight bold. And also I'm going to make it black. So do we have that color on top somewhere? Do we have that color? What was that color? Yeah. Ah, cool. See, but now it is getting mixed, right? It is getting mixed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it this color, but in RGB. Why? The reason, let me show you why. Where is the RGB scale? Ah, here. I want to give it an RGB. HLS, WB, RGB. So why RGB? Because now I can also add an alpha, which is opacity. I can add opacity. See, completely opaque. See that? Completely opaque. And now I can add some more like 0.5 to make it a little transparent. Now see that, everyone? And also let's increase the height, maybe 100. See that? Got the idea, guys, what I was trying to do? So now it's opaque, so you can see the behind of the image as well. It is on top. Okay. And also let's increase the font size. So font size maybe of 30 pixel. See that? Looks fine. 30 is too much actually. Let's give it 25. Cool, everyone. Got the idea or not? What I was trying to do. Okay, let me show you something really cool. Let me show you something really cool. And now I just got the idea. So what we can do is, opaque means I think opacity, right? Opaque means if it is transparent or not. I think. I'm not sure now. I use that word a lot. Let's say transparent. Opaque, let me confirm. What is opaque? Something which doesn't let light through. So yeah, I think it's something like transparency, or maybe solid. Yes, not transparent. Yes, opaque means not at all transparent. So yeah, now it is transparent. Okay, initially it was completely transparent. Yes, one will make it completely opaque. If I pass one here, then it will become completely opaque. Now it's opaque. So because of you, now I know the correct meaning of opaque. Thank you so much, Mayank. Okay, cool then. Fine. Okay, guys. So now what I'm trying to do is, if I hover on that movie title, what I want to do is, first, the cursor will be pointer, and the transition will be 0.3 seconds. And when I hover, I want to increase the height from 100 to 200 pixels. Now see what will happen, guys. See, something like this. See that? Then you can have a button here or something like that to, display a little description or cast or something like that. You can have a lot of things now, right? See that? Looks fine, right? Looks good. Looks really good. Are we cleared, guys, what I did here? Are we cleared with what I did here? So you can utilize this animation. Once we change the poster, our site is going to look very good. We just need posters. So I'm going to be utilizing 10 minutes for posters. Will that be fine? Once we finish, I'm going to be utilizing 10 minutes only for getting some really good posters, really good looking posters for all the movies that we have. Will that be fine? For one placement, let me talk to the team. So guys, are we cleared with how this happened? And I hope this was good, right? You guys enjoyed this. Let me make it a little more. Yeah, definitely posters will be changed. I know it doesn't look that good. Or let's try with white, guys. What say? Let's try with white. Maybe the reverse color. Let's see. How does that look? Nah. Not. Okay, let's try the color black now. Does this look good? I don't think so. No, it doesn't have that feeling. Maybe 3. Maybe 1. No, not at all. Not at all. Initial. What we did was good. My bad. You guys can play with it afterwards. You guys can definitely play with it afterwards, but that's fine for now. Now then, let's fill up this. Okay, let's fill up featured first. Okay, let's fill up featured first quickly. So, what did we say? We are passing movies, right? See, you can see now from home. Where's our home? Home. Yeah. So from home, we are passing all the featured movies, which we know which can be 10, 20, 30 movies. I only want to display 4. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say, now, I'm also teaching you something really good. This is again a JS concept. See, if you have an array, let's say let data equals 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 1. Okay, you have this. So you can use data dot slice. Okay. And then you can pass start and end. See that, everyone? Start from this index and this much. So it will cut the array for you. So if you need 4, just pass 0, 4. So array dot slice 0, 4, it will give you that much data only. So while passing, I'm saying not all of that, but slice this and only pass 4 movies. So while passing, I'm slicing it. Is that clear, everyone? So even if I get 10, 20, 30, 40 movies, or instead of doing it here, you can also do it here. Before putting it in the featured movies, here only you can do it. While setting only you can do it. Slice, only use 4 movies. And everywhere else, you can just say 6 movies, because we only want 6, right? So 6. So no matter how many movies you receive, if it is less than 6, okay. If it is more than 6, then only 6. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, what we did here? Can you please confirm that? Are we clear with this? So I'm saying arrays will only have 4, 6, like that. They will never have more than 6, and featured will never have more than 4. No matter how many we filter, will only pass 4. Okay? Or for the other movies, only 6. Now it's much more better, right? Now this doesn't look weird. We know only 4 movies are going. Cool then. Let's go in featured. And here in the props, we're getting movies. So now we need to loop this. So let's loop it. So props dot movies dot map. In a single one, we'll get a single movie. Return one featured show. And see, now if this comes as 4, that means we only got 4 movies. If this comes as 4, if we have featured movie 4 times, that means this movie's only had 4 and everything is working. See that, everyone? Only 4. But yeah, obviously repeating because we didn't pass the data, right? Getting the point, everyone? I hope you are getting the point. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. I'm getting a call. Just give me a second. Important call. Okay, guys. Sorry for that. It was an urgent call. Am I audible? Everyone, can you please confirm? Am I back? Am I audible? Can you please quickly confirm that? Guys, am I audible? Am I visible? And do you understand why there are 4 Dune movies now? Do you understand why there are 4 movies now? Hopefully, right? Because the feature movie is getting created 4 times. Now, what we want is we need to pass some movie data. So let's go and let's pass a movie property. In that, we'll pass this movie which we are receiving from here. That means now we'll receive this single movie as a prop to this featured show. So let's go there. Now here we'll receive the props. And now instead of name, we can remove this and we can pass the correct name, which will be props dot movie dot name. And let's see. See that, everyone? Inception, Parasite, Dark Knight, and 3 Idiots. Amazing, right? Now we just don't have the poster, so let's quickly go and let's get some posters for Inception, Parasite, Dark Knight, and Three Idiots. So that, so we can do this. While creating the movies, we can just get the posters. So it will be easier for us to work, right? So let's get it. So Inception poster. This looks nice. So we can take this one, copy image address, and don't add it in React. Add it in your real data. Okay. So Inception, change this image URL. Now this I should have done previously, but in the morning I had a lot of work, so didn't get time. What was the next one, guys? Inception, then Parasite. So Parasite. We can take this one, or we can take this one as well. Or maybe, yeah, this looks quite cool. So let's take this one. Copy image address. Parasite. We already have Three Idiots. We already have Three Idiots. Okay, and what was the next one? Dark Knight, right? So the Dark Knight. Copy image address. The Dark Knight is here. We remove this. We paste it here. And then Three Idiots. I think we already have it. So, okay, let's just download it again. I don't want to go in the code and find it out. Where is it? So Three Idiots. Copy image address. Search for Three Idiots. Yeah, here we go. And change it. See that, guys? And now if I just go ahead in my front end and refresh. Oh, okay. I know. We didn't change the URL, right? So let's remove this whole thing from here. And then simply put props dot movie dot image URL. And let's see now. And here we go. See that, everyone? Is that cleared, guys? So now we have the proper movies with proper names, with proper posters. Isn't it good? Tell me that. And now similar things we have to do for this. And the best part is we have to only do it once. You have to only do it once. Right? So let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. So first of all, we'll again go back to home. We'll go back to home. Where is home, 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 home? And now in here, we'll pass the action movies. So movies equals, sorry. Oh, we have drama, right? I think we have drama, not action. So drama. Drama movies. And similarly here, we can pass movies equals Hindi movies. And after that, we had top rated movies, right? So highly rated movies. Rated movies. Movies equals top movies. Cool. And now we just have to go in this shows, and the same looping logic we have to apply because we are printing it like this, right? So let's go and let's apply the looping logic. So same logic, props dot map single movie, right? Return a show. Now we know that we should get it 6 times. We should get this show 6 times because our loop will run 6 times. Let's see if it is working. Oh, some issue. What is that? Oh, my bad. Props dot movies. Yep. See, 6 times. 6 times the rate is only 1 because for Hindi. Wow, ChatGPT. ChatGPT only gave me one Hindi language movie, guys. Right? Nice. And I think that is only Three Idiots. That is only Three Idiots. But anyway, fine for now. And guys, also, now let's pass that in here. So movie, movie, right? And now this will receive in show. And also, guys, here we need to create that same thing that we created there with a div, class name, styles dot movie name, and we can copy the CSS from there, right? We can copy the same CSS from, what do you say, featured show. Yeah, we can copy it from here. First, okay, movie title, not movie name. So we can copy the movie title first. We need similar. So we can copy the movie title, and everything else can be fine. Yeah, so we'll just copy the movie title in single show. And to this image, we'll give same position absolute. And to this one also, okay, it is already absolute. And to the parent, just show, we have to give position relative. Similar, right? Similar, very, very similar. And here it is not movie name, it is movie title. Cool. And here we can just display the movie. So props, right? Completely same, right? No big difference. Completely same. So props dot movie dot name. Let's see if we can at least get the movie's name. And why it is coming on top? Because I think we don't have a display flex. So that's an issue. So let's go. Yes, I forgot the display flex. So display flex, and let's see. Yep, now it's on bottom. See that? Okay, now our job is to get the posters. Now our job is to get the posters, which we can get very quickly. Hey, why on? Okay, first of all, let's see how many posters do we have actually. So for that, we can remove this, and we can have props dot movie dot, what do you call it, image URL. So Parasite and Dark Knight are there. There's no for La La Land. There is one for Three Idiots. And okay, cool, guys. Everyone, first of all, you can see, right, it is coming all together. Can you see all of this coming together? Yes or no? Tell me that quickly. Can you see all of this coming together or not? Is it getting onto our expectations or not? You tell me now. Till that time, I'll quickly go. As I said, I'll take 5 to 10 minutes to get all the posters because I want my site to look good. I don't want to, make it look bad. So at least for this 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. So I'll quickly get it. Quickly get it. Don't worry. 6 movies. La La Land poster. And for the other ones, guys, you can do it. You can just go ahead and find some posters. Then what was the next one? The Godfather. Also, guys, like the video. I can see only, I think, 12 likes, or how many likes? Please like the video, guys, if you're enjoying it. Please, let's go above 100 likes quickly. Come on, let's go. In the next 10 minutes, we want to go above 100. Come on, let's go. And what else? Your name. Ah, Looks nice, the poster. I like the poster actually. What else do we have? Spirited Away, The Godfather again, and The Gladiator again. So I think only Spirited Away and Gladiator we need. So Spirited Away poster. Ah, that's fine. That's completely fine. Ah, this looks nice. Copy image address and Spirited Away. And guys, for all the other ones, you can complete their posters. Completely fine with that. And the problem is we don't have that much Hindi movies. That's why we're only getting one. But that's fine, I hope. And what else? Last what we had? Gladiator, one of my favorite movies. Okay, after a lot of hard work of copying and pasting, we are there. Too much hard work for a single day, right? Copying and pasting a lot of things. Cool then. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how does it turn up. And here we go. See that, guys? See, looks amazing. Right, everyone? Hopefully, looks amazing. Okay, so now we got what we expected. We got what we expected, and it looks quite good. And we can add as many numbers as we want. We can have highly rated movies. We can have low rated movies. We can have, I don't know, French movies. You can create different sections. Just now, see, if I want to add one more section, I don't have to worry about my whole application. If I want to add in my code, if I want to add one more section, I just have to go in my home and I just have to write one filter and we just have to add one shows component. And that's it. Just pass right title and movie and that's all done. That's how easy it is now. Like, let me show you. If you're planning for Japanese movie, I'll show you how easy it is. See. So I'll create an array, let Japanese movies, set Japanese movies. I'll show you how easy it is to do it. I just decided that I need Japanese movies section separately. Okay, so I create one, something like this. And now, similarly, I just have to write a filter. And I just have to go where movie.country is equal to Japan. Japan movies and set Japanese movies, Japan movies. And now we just have to go down here and just add one section and just mention Japanese movies. And here, Japanese movies. And see now, in no time, we have a Japanese movies section, which only has 3 movies, by the way. That's why it's going like this. But in reality, guys, you will collect the movies. Okay, in reality, you should collect the movies. But for now, that's fine. For now, it's completely fine. Is that clear, guys? So just wanted to show you that's how easy it is to add one more section. Let me comment it because I'm happy with 3 sections for now. Cleared? Now then, guys, I think we can only work on one last feature, and which I'm planning to work on search. Should I do that, everyone? Because see, as I mentioned, I'll try my best to complete as much as I can. But we did this, which is amazing. And now there are multiple features in this thing. And we know that it's JioCinema. There are tons and tons of features. But one thing which I'll complete is the search. Okay, because that is something we can make in the next 30 minutes. Search. And I think search is very important. And in search, I'll also give you the idea of how to make the drop down. Carousel, I think I see. Carousel nowadays, it's freely available. You can just literally go anywhere and take any carousel and paste it here. There are libraries. But for search, you need logic. Okay. And for playing movies, Saurabh, we need real videos, so we don't have that, right? But it should be easy. If you just click on it, you just have to open a video player and stream that video. For that, you also need a real backend. Session 8:30 tak chalega. Filter is better, right? Why to write your own if condition? Filter is better. Why to write logic where you can use filter? Filter is doing the exact same for you. So how to make own API? Why to use ChatGPT? I only use ChatGPT for data. That's all. Because that is something which takes time. I never ask for any kind of code things to ChatGPT. So don't use ChatGPT. How to make own API? Learn Node.js, learn Express, learn Spring Boot, and then make your own APIs. Is that clear, Shanavas? So guys, should we work on search functionality? Yes or no? Based on name, should we work on search? Are you ready? Let's go. What say? Let's go make search. Let's go. So what I want is when I start typing the name, I want a section to appear where all the whatever I'm searching, it should be there. That's my aim. That's what I want. So let's go. And now today, again, we're going to be reusing the component. So what we are going to be doing here is, first of all, we'll go to header. Where is header? Header. Because search bar is there, right? Header. Yeah. In header, we'll go. And where is the search box? Yeah, this is the search box. This is the search box. So there we'll be writing a search. Okay, so first of all, let me create a state variable because whatever the user writes, I need to capture that. So let search, SEARCH, search name, something like that. Again, it's a state variable. Sorry, my bad. Movie name, search movie name, or whatever you want to call it. A search, SEARCH, search term. Let's call it search term. Search term or search title. Why I'm thinking so much now? Search title and set search title equals use state, not use action state, use state. My bad. Use state, and initially it can be a blank string. What I want is whatever I type in that field, it should come inside this search title. So for that, what we need to do is, where is it? Yeah, input type. So here I'll type. So on key up or on change, whenever some value changes in this, just call set search title and put the value there. And to put the value, you have to use a function. Here we'll have the event object. And here, sorry, I think we can directly use it. We don't have to. Okay, my bad. Just use a function. Here you'll have the event object and call the set search title and pass the event dot target dot value. That means current field's value. That's all. So guys, what we did is inside the input, let me just create some spaces here so that you understand better. So inside the input, whenever someone types something on change, I'll call a function. And that function will simply call set search title, and whatever is the value of current input field, event.target.value. Whatever I'll type, it will go in that search title. So it will go in this. Is that clear, guys? Everyone, are we cleared? Please confirm. Are we cleared with this? Okay. To confirm you that, we need a use effect actually to check that. So use effect. Just to show you, I'm going to print that value. Console log search title. And this should be only called when search title changes. So it's a proof that it's changing. Okay, let me show you. So now if I go ahead here on the console. And if I try writing something, see that? See that, everyone? Cleared? Whatever I write, it is getting stored in the variable. So what I did, whenever someone types in the input field, call the set function of the state and put the current input field's value in that. So whatever I'm typing, it's going in that. And just to prove that, I used use effect and I said whenever that state value changes, print it. So it's printing it for us. So we are sure now it's working. Is that cleared, everyone? Please confirm that. And now below this header, here, below here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating one more element. Okay. I'm going to be creating one more element, which will be a section or a div. It can be anything. So div class search. Oh, sorry, my bad. Search results. First of all, let's set this up. Let's set this up. Focus now. It's very important. I think my camera got a little tilted. Yeah. So first, guys, please focus. Search results. Inside this, I'm planning to display my results. Okay. So let's apply some CSS to it. Here only. Dot search results. Width of 100%. Height of, I don't know, maybe around, what can we say? 100 VH. Let's go with 100 VH in this case. Okay. And background color, let's say black for now. Or maybe red, just to see. And see, guys, first of all, where is it appearing? Okay, what's the issue? Did I miss something? Oh, styles. Yes. Styles. Thank you so much, Nagesh. And see, guys, it's appearing here in between. It's appearing just after the header and before the tags. And that's fine. That's where it is. But I want it to come on top. So for that, what I'll do is I'll apply position fixed to it. Position fixed so that it will come on top. Now everything is behind it. Everything is behind it. I again see images are on top of it. I want this to come on completely top. So I'll increase the Z index. Z index of, let's say, 10. Let's see if it is coming on top. Yep. Now it is above the images. Now it is above everything. Now it is above everything. You can see everything is going from behind. See that? And that's where I want it to be. But I don't want this color. I want that RGBA color only. So where is that color? Where is that color? Where is that color? Same color, but in RGBA because I want to make it transparent. And 0.5. And don't forget to add A. So see, now it's there, but it's transparent. It doesn't look like that, but let me just increase it to 8. See that? It's there. I hope you can see it. It's there. Okay. If I make it a little different, you will see. See that? It's there. And behind it, I think we can go with this. This looks nice. This looks nice. Let's go with this. Yeah, this looks nice. Now, first of all, let's keep it here for some time. Now, whenever I type a movie, that movie should appear here. That's my aim. Whenever I type a movie, that movie should appear here. Let's do that. And now again, I can use, what do you say? That movies array. So one thing I need to do is I need to pass all the movies. So from home page, where's my home page, home page, home page, home page, home page? First of all, guys, are you understanding till now? Please confirm quickly. Are you understanding till now? Please confirm that. Where is my home page? How am I unable to find it? Yeah, pages. Okay, only one page. Guys, so what I'm going to do is, see, this is one movies array which is holding all the movies, and this is great for search. This is great for search. So what I'll do is, in the header, we don't want to display it, but I'll pass all the movies here. All the movies. So movies equals movies. So all the 30 movies, 80 movies, I pass it here for searching purpose. In reality, guys, you can also search via API, but for now it's fine. In reality, we can search from API or we can also search from array. Depends on application. Do you want to do a front end search or a back end search? In this case, we are doing a front end search. So I passed all my movies in the header component. That means in here, in the prop, I'll get the movies. Now then, the real deal. Whenever someone types, so for that, I need to have a use effect. Whenever someone types, I need to call some function. So whenever someone types, that means whenever someone does any change in the search title. So I can go with use effect, right? Because whenever someone performs a change in search title, this use effect will be called, because I've mentioned this use effect should be called whenever someone performs a change in search title. So if someone types in the search title, this use effect should be called. That's my aim, right? And I can write my code here. And what's my code? I'm receiving some movies in the props, and I need to perform filter on that based on whatever is typed in the search title. So props dot filter, sorry, props dot movies dot filter based on the movie name. So is it movie name or movie title? Let me just confirm that. Is it movie name or movie title? It is name, right? So let's go. So return that movie if movie dot name matches, not exactly equals, matches. So if movie dot name dot includes whatever I'm writing, and no matter the case, so let's convert it to uppercase. To uppercase, converted to uppercase dot includes, so that there is no case issue. No matter what I write, it will always be converted to uppercase. Includes whatever I am writing. So if the title includes whatever I am writing, again converted to uppercase to uppercase. Let me divide it into multiple lines so that it's easier to understand. So filter out all the movies where the movie title matches whatever I'm typing, even if it is half, and store it in a variable. So let's store it in some variable. Let's get a state variable there as well. So let filtered movies, let's call it as filtered movies. Okay. And set filtered movies. Equals to use state, and initially it's a blank array as well. Perfectly fine. And once I get it, let filter movies, I just need to set it. So set filtered movies, filter movies. So whatever I get, I'm storing it in set filtered movies. And now this is what I need to display. That's all. Now guys, remember, we have a component which we can utilize. Yes or no, guys? We have a component which we can utilize, right? So in here, we'll apply a map. In here, we'll apply a map based on filter, because filtered movies has all the movies which are based on search. So filtered movies dot map movie, and we know that we have a component which you can utilize, show component, right? So let's utilize that component, show, in which we can pass a movie. See, now that's reusability. I don't have to worry, just pass the movie. So movie equals that movie, and I forgot return. Sorry, return. What's missing? What did I miss here? Didn't close the component. See, minor issue. And now let's go here, guys. Now you can see, let me refresh and see there's nothing. And now let's go. Let's search for I. See, Inception, Parasite, and all the other things. But it is going down. I don't want it to go down. I don't want it to go down. I want it to come like this. So let's go with display flex quickly. Let's go with this search results and make it display flex. Where is search result, search result, search result? In the header only. Display flex. Okay. And a column gap of 10 pixel. Ah, everything is coming in one line. I don't want that. Like, it should come in one line, but it should not shrink. So flex wrap. And see, there are so many movies with I. So many movies which we don't have images for. Okay. And now one more thing. I don't want this box to appear. See, now if I just go IN, see, Inception, Interstellar, Snyder's List, The Lion King, Pan's Labyrinth, wherever I have IN. Okay, we are getting that. So that's nice, right? That's what we wanted. But I don't want this box to appear if there is nothing in this text box. I don't want this box to appear if there's nothing in this text box. So first, two things we need to do. First of all, in here, we need to do two things. First of all, perform this logic. Perform the filtration if search term, if search title, SEARCH, search title is not equal to blank. If it is blank, then don't do it. So I'm putting it inside if. If search title is not equal to blank, then only do it. That's one thing. So filtration will not happen. This is one thing. And second, otherwise, don't forget. Otherwise, see, if search title is not blank, then perform filter and set filter movies. But if it is blank, again set the filter movies to a blank array. That's what we want. So if I type something and if there is a movie for that, filtered movies will be filled with movies. If it is nothing there, then again fill it with blank array. And this will help us to write a condition here. We only want to display this div if. So that's why some condition. The condition is if filtered movies dot length is not equal to 0, then only display this. So question mark. So I'm using a ternary operator, then only display it. So basic JavaScript operator, no big deal. So if filtered movie dot length is not equal to 0, that means if there is something in the filtered movies, then only display this div. Otherwise, just display null. So now, see, there is nothing. And if I write IN, see, I get all the movies. INC, I get the movie. And if I remove it, gone, because there is no movie. So it's completely gone. And let's give some padding and all that stuff to that as well, right? Padding all over 2%. So now, guys, see, and if I remove it, all gone. Is that cleared, guys? So only we don't have images, that's the issue. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine. So now, guys, we are done with search as well. Liked it? Everyone understood what we did? So initially in the header, we passed all the movies. Then there, we created a box. And then whenever I type something, from all the movies, we filter whatever the user has typed, and we can just pass it in the filtered movie array. And if the filter movie array has the movies, we display it. Otherwise, we don't display the box. Is it cleared, guys? Is it cleared? So why we use TransStack query? It is helpful in API calling. So either you can go for fetch, or you can go for Axios, or you can go for TransStack, or you can go for React query. Mostly it should work, but if the data set is too big, then I think you should do a backend search. Patta Gobi, that's a nice name. If the data set is too big, you should do a backend search, not a front-end search. Then that's not a good thing to do. To load all that data first and then do a search. In that case, you should go for a backend search. If the data is too big, obviously a backend search. So guys, everyone, are we cleared? We can change the priority of the search, right? Because it's displaying every movie. Yes, yes, you can do it from start. Why not? So you can just go ahead. If you want to do it from start, then you just have to make some changes in the filter, which is gonna be, instead of includes, you'll use index of. If the index of this is equal to 0, so this is what you'll use. So now if I type I, only the moving starting from I will come. And if I type in, so I in and then T, so only Interstellar. So now it is working from start. Is that clear, guys? So this is what we were able to complete in 4 hours. And this is, I think, quite good. Okay. So this code will be available to you. Check the video description by end of today or by end of tomorrow. The GitHub link should be there. I'll share it with the team and they will give it to you. Please give clarity on RESTful and context API. RESTful is, I think, a kind, it's like, it's an architecture or it's a structure of API, how an API is built. Context is a functionality in React which helps you to share data globally to all the components. So context is like kind of a replacement of Redux. It helps you to share data globally. RESTful is a way of writing APIs, backend APIs. Is that cleared, guys? Everyone, are we cleared with the whole project? And I really hope that you guys enjoyed the whole 2 days of React project. So if you have, please like the video. Let's go above 110. And also, once the session finishes, don't forget to comment on the video. And if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Okay, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please like the video and share the channel with your friends. Okay. And for those of you who don't know my name is Saurabh Gupta. Nowadays I forget it to mention in the start of the day. So my name is Saurabh Gupta. Can this be infinite scrolling page? Yes. Yes, it can be. Why not? Waste what, Saurabh? What happened, buddy? Waste what? What happened? You didn't like the project? Now to all the people who are here from day one of React, and if you were new to React, I hope now you are a little comfortable. Now you at least know 50-60% of React, right? Hopefully now you know how to start with React, how to work with state, prop, and in this project we utilized everything. We created reusable components and all that stuff. So I didn't get the certificate. First of all, because of the certificate, don't think that whatever you learned is waste, buddy. You'll get the certificate. You have to mark the attendance. And I would suggest you to don't chase certificates. Please, that will be my honest opinion to all of you. You get the certificate. It's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to show. But don't chase that. Okay? But definitely you'll get the certificate at the end of the session. Don't worry, buddy. Mark the attendance and there it will be generated. Okay. So, yep, guys. I hope you all... Sir, nickname is more suited. Nick? Okay. Thank you. I'll take that. Okay. So, yep, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. And now I'll be seeing you in the next sessions. Whatever I take on Let's Upgrade, I'll be definitely seeing you there. Okay. So, yep. Thank you so much. Have a really good time after this till I come back to another sessions. And that's all. I'll be sharing this code. GitHub link will be in the description of this video on the day 2 video, definitely by tomorrow. Okay. So, yep, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see all of you in the next sessions. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Hey, hi everyone. So my name is Sai Kiran and I'm the founder and CEO of Lit.